Wait, hold on. No, why not though? Why?
Let's
why
back it
would
up.
Okay.
Let's back it up.
All right.
Let's
all right,
back it up.
All right.
The camera's on. We're recording.
Okay.
This nigga just said black wild thornberries.
Why not?
No. You really think like some niggas gonna travel the planet in an RV, a convertible RV that turns into like a raft and all types of
Think about how many black travel movies have you seen? Come on.
to the wild or
are
in
we
the
there
States?
yet? Are we there yet?
Or in the States.
Daddy daycare camp.
And they had one mission. That was it. Ice Cube was trying to get some pussy. That was it. That's all he was doing. Are we dead? That's all that was. And what was the other one with Cedric, the Johnson's family?
Johnson's family.
That's right. He
reunion?
going to see family. He going right the fuck back home. Like
Okay.
ain't no documentaries, ain't no wildlife. It'd be cool to see.
It
I'm
would
not
be
gonna believe it. I'm not gonna believe it.
You couldn't get sucked into it.
Nah, that's not my
Nah.
tea. Maybe the Thornberries
Get
go to
Idris
Wakanda.
Elba do Nigel.
Nah, the Thornberries go to Wakanda. I'll do that. No, if you're seriously going to
No,
cast
no. What about this though? It's like, all right, father's like, y'all, we gotta go home. We ain't been to Africa.
all right, now
You know what I
now
mean?
now you
There we
speaking.
go.
Now
You know?
okay, all right.
You know, it opens up. They're like a whitewashed black family in California, and they're like, all right, we gotta get back to roots.
Niggas wearing socks with sandals when they get off the.
You know, and then something hits them, you know, and he's like, all right, we gotta do it, and they get the RV. And
This is something perfect for Robert Townsend.
okay.
Play the dad.
Yeah.
Now the mom would be give me Wanda from Bernie Mac's show.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know what she been doing, but she was bad.
She's still bad. What you talking about?
Well, like I don't know why she's not. I don't know what show she's
Either
on.
her
she's
or
on
Tisha
something.
Campbell if she's up for it.
Okay.
Either one of them two.
Yeah.
The kids, I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea because the child actors we grew up with grown as fuck. Kyla Pratt did a small role in Insecure this past season.
Oh wait, hold on though. Nah, but hold it. Wait a minute though.
Fine.
Wait a minute.
Woo!
Oh, she's fine as hell. But speaking of black folks who have fucked with animals, come on, Dr. Doolittle, baby.
Nah.
Come on. They did 2 of them bitches. Come on. That was crazy.
Nah. That was a man that got roped into some shit. That's it.
True, he did wake up and was like, fuck, I can talk to these things.
And then he told a white person and it was just downhill from there.
Yeah.
For like
this is
for
true.
one whole,
This is true.
then he had to save a fucking tiger.
This is true. This is true. If he told his black friend, he'd have been like, all right, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Well, how about we just do another Dr. Doolittle. Go to Africa.
Okay. All right, boom. Dr. Doolittle in Africa.
That's it.
All right.
That's it.
I
With
just
his
I saw that
grandkids or something?
I saw that cosplay of Eliza.
It works. We can look like anything.
Yeah.
Hollywood just don't want to see us. That's about it.
Yeah.
So fuck them. We just make these
I'll
straight to DVD.
I'll send it
joints.
to Tyler Perry. See
Come
what
on,
he does
man.
on
He
the
got a
film-
whole
the
studio.
film
Why we still
plantation.
fucking with them niggas, man?
Yeah.
I seen a TikTok said them niggas was failing in the 60s and 70s.
Damn.
And guess who saved it? Blaxploitation.
There we go.
Allegedly. That was a TikTok video. I don't know how
Nick
much
fucking
that is
Blade
true.
saved Marvel.
Exactly. We
Yeah.
don't need them niggas.
Yeah.
They need us.
They need us.
They gotta have us.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make a Tyler Perry presents Dr. Doolittle in Africa. That's a mouthful. That's a fucking mouthful.
Oh, that'd be perfect. It have that follow up Coming to America too.
Jesus.
Boom.
Damn, Eddie just come back. He wasn't even
Eddie's
trying
strong. Just come back strong. Do little 3 where he
Matter
goes to
of
Africa.
fact, no, I don't want 2 comedies back to back. Give me a Golden Child too.
There we go.
Give me a Golden Child.
There we
too.
go. Get him. I don't know. They did pull it off with Martin Lawrence in the new Bad Boys. Like for him to not be that physically active.
Because he was always comic relief.
Yeah.
He knows how to hold a gun. He knows how to like move and dodge and like shoot it. Will
Yeah.
Smith just carried everything else pretty much.
Yeah.
That's
This is
it.
true. This is true.
That's about it. Martin played he did that in Blue Streak too. Like played his
Blue
role.
Street- yeah. He just played his role, and then he had what's that? One of them Wilson brothers, Luke Wilson or whoever, as his like co-star.
Oh, Maximum Security.
Yeah.
And then Big Mama's House too. He was a cop.
This is true. Yeah.
Martin can do anything. He was just chilling. Like
Yeah.
that nigga went through it when he got on.
Bro, the niggas trying to kill me. They trying to kill me, boy. That's crazy. How they let that man like. Cause he's just a brother just chilling, and then they like he got on.
Yeah.
Got on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
and shit was hot. Shit was hot. Shit was
Nah,
too
I
hot.
don't know. Like it inspired me though, because I was thinking like, man, it's got to be something. There's got to be something else that we can just turn into, like, just say nothing and then it's like, oh, we got black faces on this cartoon or something. Because the cool thing about the cartoons is like it's way more believable.
Well, how would you write your own black animal cartoon show where a kid can talk to animals?
Well, that's the thing, because I don't want to go urban. I don't want to just be like, oh, this
You
nigga's
don't have
talking to
to.
pigeons
Just black.
and shit.
Nah,
like,
it's just
you know.
whatever the fuck you want it to be.
Yeah.
We can start.
Well, in my
we
head,
can start there. We could start talking to pigeons on the fucking on the balcony.
Yeah.
And then parents walk in, the fuck
Just
you
like
talking to?
hanging
It's
out like Ghost Dog.
like
and
this
just
damn.
like
Still haven't seen that movie.
Yo, it's terrible, but it's good.
Terribly good.
Yeah.
That's what we do. That's
Yeah.
what blacks. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got it because
It's bad as hell.
the
but
whole-
it's bad as hell.
the whole the whole point
You want to see Forrest
of
Whitaker
cinema.
with cornrows and a Uzi?
You're supposed to take my mind off of reality.
Yeah.
And how do you do that with black people? Have them doing some old other shit. Completely.
Yeah.
So our lives are already that ridiculous that you gotta be like, man, this shit crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Got to.
Gotta go out. No, okay. So honest, that's why I want to see the Thornberrys. Cause first of all, it would definitely be on some black girl magic shit, where it's like, all right, you just got a little young black girl. Cause obviously Eliza and the sister, they're kind of the two main people. It's like Eliza, the monkey, and then the sister.
Eliza, Darwin,
and shit, what's her name?
Debbie.
Debbie. Yeah,
Debbie and Dib.
Yeah, because she already had the curly blonde. Then when I saw the sister with the natural fro, I was like, all right. The midriff out? I was like, all right, now. Go on now.
Wow.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Yeah, it would just be cool. I mean, granted, they're all like, or like the father's British, so like that's what I was thinking, like somebody doing something, but.
I'll just give it. It's Robert.
Yeah.
I want to see Robert.
Yeah.
Robert, come back up.
Get
to the
Laurel
plate.
in there. Get a bunch of people. Make it real funny, boy. Make it just weird. Make this shit weird.
How about you do like a role reversal? So like have the wife is the one that's in charge of like the documentary or the show. She's the host, and then the husband is the
cameraman.
Yeah, Laurel's the cameraman.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Funny as hell.
Yeah. Get nice black British actors. I don't know if
Get not Regina King.
Ooh, Regina King.
What's her name? Regina Hall?
Okay. No,
from Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Get her?
Yeah.
Get her to do it? Or Cardi B? I don't fucking know, man. I do want to see like Cardi.
Listen, what are they gonna do?
something.
All right, the film industry is spiraling, and black people have been saving it for like the last. I mean, come on, we got Get Out, shit that like started off with $6 million budgets, made it almost $1 billion. Like,
well, it's spiraling because
they
want to just keep just rinsing the money off. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. They don't care about something nuanced. That's it. Like, nigga, wash this money for me. That's it. I ain't trying to pay these taxes. That's all it is.
This is true.
That's all it is.
They're keeping it moving. They're giving some just failed actors.
Yeah, look at all like
$200
$200 million budget and like this just trash. Like the Marvel joints, they're great. They're good. I just need something new.
They're a formula.
I need something new.
Apparently, WandaVision is good.
It
Apparently
looks
it's really
it looks cool. It's just that it's like all of these characters. I just want to see somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, please.
Yeah.
That's why I like Doom Patrol on HBO Max so much, because I don't know who any of these people are at all. Only reference I got from them is Teen Titans, and that's it.
The one I think got a lot of people, and I only watched the first couple of seasons, and then they said, "Oh, it got way better after." Was Agents of Shield, where it was just like a lot.
People said that was fun. Like Ghost Rider made an appearance.
Yeah,
but it's. I think for me overall, I think it's just because I know Marvel's never going to stop. I just want to see something else.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want to see something.
Fair
else.
enough.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Now, in the same light, I'm not excited about watching a 4-hour Justice League movie. That's supposed to correct whatever he didn't do. Like, I'm not excited about that.
Yeah.
I
mean, it sounds to me he probably was trying to make it, or is planning to make it as close to Watchmen as it was before, which I don't know how that might turn out. Because the thing is, like, I enjoyed watching.
This is his. But Snyder only did the Superman and then the Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
So this is his 4th time with a superhero movie.
And not doing
that great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Running out of excuses, buddy. How many times does the studio want to step in?
Yeah.
How many times?
How many times is your artiste?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Man of Steel was cool. It was different.
Yeah.
Pretty sad, but
I didn't hate it.
I understood it. That's what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
That's how you left it off.
Yeah.
You killed the bad guy. Fine. And then he came on this rule like, I don't want to kill people no more. Fine. That's cool. Batman vs Superman, complete letdown.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this shit is about to just whoop Civil War's ass, and I was so wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah, it was a cool because the preview was dope. You see this nigga popping out of a tank.
Like it was going great. You had older Batman, you had Superman. There was a problem, Lex Luthor there. Wonder Woman makes an appearance. It was great. Like they worked her in to try to show the Justice League, but then he tried to just fit in so much shit.
Everything.
So much shit.
Because they're trying to catch up to that Marvel shit. It's like, you don't need to do that.
Nah.
You don't need to do that, man.
Like them two fighting each other should have been interrupted with Doomsday, not interrupted with your mom's name is Barbara too. Shut the fuck up. Like, get out of here, man. It's trash.
Yeah.
They could have just skipped all of that. It could have been like Batman having the kryptonite spear, like about to go into his chest, then Doomsday show up.
Yeah.
Now it's a problem.
Yeah. Well, I think that's probably just a problem with clearly pacing and like just like where are you putting where's the climax? Where you putting all this stuff?
Because it was hot.
Yeah.
The hottest part of the movie was the warehouse scene.
Yeah.
When he was getting his Arkham Knight on.
Yeah. That was the moment where it was like, all right, cool, Batman's back.
Yeah, but it took 2 hours.
Yeah.
It took 2 hours to get to a good part.
And it sucks though, because it's like that's a lot of that scene was already spoiled with previews and like scenes. So it was like, oh, come on, that's it.
It's trash, man.
I don't know, maybe the new joint with what's the nigga name? Robert Pattinson. Yeah. Hopefully that one turns.
That one looks just very gritty.
Yeah.
And violent. Who's the villain? Penguin?
No. It's supposed to be Penguin, and they're saying it could be the Riddler. I think the Riddler. Yeah.
The Riddler would be a nice change of pace.
I think it's the both of them.
That would make it on some Saw shit.
Yeah.
If it's a Riddler.
Well, because that's what they were saying. It was like 7 clues, and then there's like and he's like in the preview he keeps getting these like basically he's getting riddles, and somebody was saying
that's a perfect
online,
first like young Batman villain.
Yeah.
The Riddler.
No, yeah. And it was like apparently they're trying to make it like Memento, which I don't know if you ever saw that movie. It was a joint with Kevin Spacey and Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, I think it was.
That's 7.
No, that's what I meant. Not Memento.
Okay.
7.
Yeah, I just
7
seen
and
that.
Memento because they're both very similar.
I just seen 7 for the first time.
Yeah.
Because I always seen like I remember as a kid I used to see trailers of it.
I think Memento was about that dude, the Zodiac killer. I think that's what it was about. But yeah, 7. So it's supposed to be similar to 7 in the sense of like, this dude is
7
making
was pretty fucking.
It's dark. It's dark. Yeah.
Fucking heroin addict that was on like a feeding tube or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like strapped to a bed and like still alive, but just couldn't communicate, like just brain dead pretty much. It's
some Stephen like Hawking type shit. Yeah.
All right, if you make it look like that, I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely with it. But we need to switch it up, do something different. They talking about Static Shock. Let's see what you do.
I saw they also did a redesign for him recently.
What does he look like?
Just like a nigga from Brooklyn now. He's got the side shave, the dread up, like ponytailish thing, and then he's got like little whatever, and then he puts on like a hoodie and like he looks like DLC in Streets of Rage.
Oh.
Yeah. Like imagine that. I'm gonna say, imagine they like added 2 new characters and one of them's got like lightning powers. That would probably be your go-to.
Speaking of which, that game is so dead as far as like an online community.
What?
Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage 4, yeah.
Yeah, it's just done.
I don't think it works well online, honestly.
They got a versus mode.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
They got a versus mode. You can team up with people and play like Mania or something.
Their biggest flaw, I think, with that, and it's still a great game, The biggest flaw is that you did not allow the 4-player
online
same screen code.
Yeah, 4-player like same screen. That was trash.
Yeah. Come on, like this is the game. You got all these cool new characters. You got all these characters.
They want you to buy it.
Yeah.
They want you to pay. The same shit with that Wolfenstein Youngblood shit.
Yeah.
Guess what? Somebody got to you and your friend both got to buy the game. Y'all both want to play it?
Yeah.
Or better yet, somebody gonna have to fork over like $30 because they got that buddy pass. Like $10 you could just.
No, yeah, that was the thing you were trying to do. We were talking about that. I saw a clip of that. That shit made me laugh too.
What?
But the clip you did for the Run the Sticks page. Yeah.
Oh, what it do? It was that game is a fucking trip. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of dope.
I see a nigga in my neighborhood. Seeing him, I was on a train with him like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. This shit. I was like, all right, cool.
That ain't Static. That's Roberto.
Yeah. Look at this nigga, and he turned into a Dragon Ball Z character.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll be fine with like the spandex Malcolm X hat, like throwback with the trench coat.
Look at Francis though. Francis Stone. Look at that.
Hot streak,
yeah.
No, he should get the man bun.
Yeah.
And give Static the fade.
That.
He should get the man bun and give Static the fade. That would be that would be dope.
No, I'm excited for whatever they might end up doing with it.
Right.
Let's see. Moving on to some anime shit. So yeah, last episode we were talking about I'm still creeping into One Piece.
You got a question?
I might actually. I'm trying to think of what I watched like recently. I did like, however, the explanation, and it's something that I was thinking about for a while. I just never really thought about it. But your cousin was talking about on a TikTok. He was just like, oh, they say, One Piece is mad long, but it's like realistically how long?
Shout out to that guy C4.
That guy C4. He's like, realistically, how long does it take to travel the ocean though? And I was like, that's true. I was thinking that in my head for the longest time. I was like, oh, that's probably what he's doing. Is like, how many islands could you travel to on a ship?
He really took a step back and said pirates.
Yeah.
Traveling the world.
Yeah.
What's in the world? A bunch of uncharted land. And they've shown that in the show. There's a filler episode where they go onto the small island and then there's a guy stuck in the treasure box. And he's been like that for years.
Oh yeah, I remember that dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That was the one off and they never went back to that guy again.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, he had like a tree, like an afro growing, because he was like, "Fuck yeah."
Just stuck.
Yeah.
Just stuck, cramped in, and it was like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Apparently there's an island in a new world that has a thundercloud over it, like 24/7, 365, and constantly raining down lightning bolts.
Shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Just random shit.
Yeah.
You make up whatever the fuck you want. It's a pirate traveling the world, and niggas got powers and stuff. So
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No. I'm honestly, I'm just in like a state of like, all right, I'm just gonna take this for what it is. I'm just gonna watch it, and right now I'm enjoying it because everything clicks. And I think one of my, like, I guess one of the reasons I didn't want to watch it to begin with is honestly as a kid, I wasn't heavy into pirates like that. I think that's what it was. I think it's probably initially. I think that's probably what it was.
I'm still not like I don't. That's what he say is. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like,
it was like, y'all pirates. It's the same thing. You ninjas, but you not ninjas. You pirates, but come on, this nigga's like, he's got swords.
He got the hat.
He's got the hat.
He got the hat.
He's got the hat. He's got the hat. That's it. That's all he needs.
Yeah.
That's all he needs to go with it.
Yeah. Ships everywhere, cannons firing.
Yeah.
Like, cool, but everything else just completely overshadows that.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. So one thing I was wondering about is 4 warlords, right?
Okay.
Kaido, Big Mom, right? Where are the other 2? What do they do?
Those are the 4.
Or no, it was
4.
Or no, who is it?
4 emperors.
4 emperors. How many?
Kaido.
Yeah.
Kaido, Big Mom.
Yeah.
Shanks, and Blackbeard. Those are the 4.
Shanks is one.
Shanks is Yonko. Yep.
Isn't that his dad?
No, he's the guy that like really inspired him.
Yeah, because he gave
not
him a
raised him. He's the one that really like.
And he's a warlord.
Like gave him like the push on the back. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Get started. Yeah. He was on Roger's ship as a kid.
Oh, okay.
It only makes sense.
Yeah,
like you're gonna be around that much greatness.
And then Blackbeard,
he's the most recent warlord.
Okay.
I mean, he's the most recent emperor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they've already dealt with him or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that nigga's a problem.
Okay.
That yes. So how they wrote that character out. Remember Skypiea?
Yeah.
The town they were in before they went up to Skypiea, they ran into like this drunk guy that was just like yelling, talking about like the age of pirates and like he's happy for it. And like Luffy was like, this dude is weird. And that was like the only interaction you had with him until like much later. I forgot when exactly they revealed it, but it was like, this guy is Blackbeard. This is the guy that Ace is looking for. Like maybe like 100 episodes prior, like in Alabasta, like Ace was like, I'm looking for this guy that he killed one of my crew members. I think he said his name was Blackbeard. And then before Skypiea, you see that guy. And that's how you get introduced to him. They don't say what his name is or anything. You find out like a little bit later. That's Blackbeard. He shows. I think the next time he shows up is when he fights Ace, and you find out that he has the power of darkness, and that's why he killed the shipmate. But him and Ace were both on Whitebeard's ship. Blackbeard was on Whitebeard's ship because he wanted that specific devil fruit to get that, because that was all a part of his plan. Like Blackbeard has a plan and is rolling out just the way he wants it to.
Blackbeard, does he have a fruit at all or no?
Yes, he has a fruit. Okay. He has a power of darkness.
Oh, his is the power of darkness. But he was trying to get 2? Is that what you're trying? Or he's just
like that. The goal was to get that one, and then once he beat Ace got arrested. The war started. Then like Whitebeard got like taken out. Then he took Whitebeard's power. Nobody knows exactly how he do it, but most likely it's coming from his power of darkness.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an episode you should watch, because that was in one. It was a one shot. It was like in one episode. Oh. Blackbeard fighting Ace. Where like he was like Ace with the fire, and then Blackbeard with the darkness, and like Blackbeard is like, of course, like any typical anime fight, he's explaining to you like his power. He's just like, what does darkness do? It pulls in everything. Like it's gravity. Like even though he's a Logia type, which is the strongest devil fruit type, he can actually take physical damage. Unlike Ace that you try to punch him, then it's just punching through fire.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, nah. Yeah. That's the only drawback to Blackbeard's like power right now that we can see, is that he takes on like heavy amount of damage when he get hit. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but yes, he does have 2 powers. He has 2 devil powers.
And the other two, so the other 2 emperors ain't doing shit during this right now.
What you mean?
Like they're not like, they just, do they care about what Kaido and Big Mom are trying to do, or they just like, or has that not even been at? Like,
what do you mean by the other 2 emperors?
So like Shanks and Blackbeard, like what are they doing while all this?
Nobody knows what Shanks is doing.
Okay.
Shanks is the most mysterious one.
Okay.
We just know that he got Luffy to really be like, I want to be a pirate. We know that he was on Gold Roger's ship, and we know that nobody really fucks with Shanks.
So he's final arc. Got you.
Everybody knows that like this nigga. It's like
he's like the I gotta settle everything at the end.
So
into the
so before the war started,
yeah,
when Ace about to get executed, before it started, before everybody got to where they're going to be at, the news got out that Shanks stopped Kaido from showing up. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Shanks only got 1 arm, and we know he used hockey. That's about it. But he stopped Kaido from showing up, and he also was the one that showed up at the war. Was like, it's done. Everybody stop. Like, this is enough. Like, he's the one that like just stopped it.
Okay.
Whenever he shows up, like, you know he's not to be fucked with. Everybody takes him very seriously. Like, he's clashed short swords with Whitebeard before.
Okay.
Yeah. Like when first time you see him.
And Whitebeard is the head of the Navy, right?
No. Whitebeard is just a pirate.
He's just a pirate.
He was a pirate. He was an emperor. He's from Roger's Town.
Okay.
He's an old head back in the day with like a entire like fleet.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
With a whole fleet of like pirates that follow him.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. No. Really, I'm just because I'm like, all y'all know, I'm not watching it. Fuck your journey. I don't care. I don't care.
I can show you the whole giraffe fight too.
I just need to
with Zoro and Kaku.
I actually saw some of that Because we
no. You need to see the whole thing.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Like how from start to finish is because I was doing an AMV on that, and like that one's pretty silly too, because it's Zoro fighting a guy that just got his powers, but he's still nice. So he's playing around with it to see what he can do.
Okay.
And he's a giraffe too. So he's just like, this don't make no this makes no sense. But like, let's just keep going. And it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard. But not like start to finish. That was pretty silly.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a game on sale. I almost bought it. I guess it was Unlimited World Red or something like that. It was like a PS3.
There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch
of them. It's on sale on Switch right now. Because it's got co-op.
World Seeker. I thought about getting the World Seeker, the free roam fucking
free roam joint. Yeah.
Luffy joint.
Yeah.
I thought about getting that one.
I'm hoping I might actually just end up getting Kakarot for the PS4 because apparently
it's
pretty good.
It's not going down.
It's
not going down.
I know it's not.
That should have been $50 for a year now, like 2 years.
Yeah. You want to live that life for real? Because the thing is, it's probably gonna remind me a lot of Legacy of Goku, because those were the OG joints, boy. Them Legacy games, Legacy of Goku.
If you had Legacy of Goku,
I had all 3 of them bitches, boy.
There was 3 of them.
There was 3. Yeah.
There was a GT one, right?
There was a GT one too, I think. There was.
So it was one went to Frieza.
One went to Frieza, and even though it wasn't. Like, it was so old school. Like, it wasn't the best game ever.
Nah,
play-wise.
but it was Dragon Ball Z.
But then 2 and 3 went, like, to the... Like, because 1, you could play as, like, everybody in the saga.
Those games were hard as shit, too.
And they had, like, RPG shit where it was, like, you could find boots and stuff on the ground and put your shit on you. And then 3 took it up a whole level, and they added F5. Like, remember... Final Fantasy V, where like you're flying in the ship and everything, it looks like a map, the map below you. It's like some weird, like they called it F5. It was a thing that they did for like Super Nintendo back in the day, where they could like put a map on the ground and make it look like it was 3D. You could do that, but you were flying around on a Game Boy Advance in 3D as like any of these people, and then randomly a ship would show up on you with like red ribbon because they came back and yo. Fuck that! I'm gonna get what's that hookup for the GameCube where you can play.
Oh, the Game Boy emulator, the Game Boy player.
Yeah.
Good luck finding one of them shits. Them shits run you about
Catch
like
me on Twitch.
$70 easy.
Twitch.com/Negro Jump, baby.
$70 easy. I'll slide you that GameCube. I got at the crib.
F5 graphic. I don't even know what the hell to call it. Hold on, F5 gaming. No, yeah. So yeah, apparently, eventually, I'm gonna end up getting Kakarot because I was like, them Legacy games hit for me. So, and I think in that one you can even play as Vegeta and some other. I think there's a couple characters that you can do in it. Yeah. Nah, shit. I really still recommend you watch Vinland Saga when you get a chance, because I feel like, because I've already seen 2. One definite, but I think I've seen 2 One Piece references in the show. And because the show has to do so much with Vikings and like sailing and traveling, I feel like it may be paying some small.
Vikings.
I got Vikings?
Yeah, but they giants though.
Oh, okay, got you. So like giant. Okay, got you.
Yeah, but like they're like the hats, beards,
the
weapons and shit that they do, like they all like cheerful and shit.
What, did they go to like a Holland type or like a weird like?
They haven't been there yet.
Okay. Oh, but they know that they exist.
They know it was. I think it was right after. No, it's like right before. Right before Alabasta. They went to this island where it was 2 giants that have been fighting for like 100 years, like trying to settle a beef.
That'd be a cool arc for them to do.
People were saying like that'll be Usopp's arc right before.
Okay.
Like it ends, like going to the.
I would the
Giants'
I would watch
homeland.
it honestly because Vinland. Yeah, I mean, like obviously it talks about ship stuff, but I feel like because of how much time they spend on the water, there's got to, because I've already seen 2. The first one I remember, it's in the first or second episode. I think like second or third episode. So like the series is based like loosely on like real life events. It was like, all right, this was like the year 1013. The Vikings were just kind of just fucking it up all over the place. They were just everywhere and they were pillaging. They were just like, they were, and I actually, it got me interested in like what was up with the Vikings. So apparently it was just like, just a group of white dudes who lived in the mountains, and they figured out boats way before everybody else because they had to, because it was like, I guess where they lived up in like Finland, all that stuff, it was a ton of islands. So like these dudes back in like the 800s figured out boats. And they're just like, all right, so now we're sailing. And we don't really give a fuck about nothing. Rome, we don't care. We don't care. They just doing whatever. And all they really care about is fighting and like honor. That's it. And they have all these gods that they pray to. So then all of a sudden, randomly, they were just like, you know what? Fuck everybody else. We're just gonna go fight everybody. And they were good. Like, they were just nasty. They figured out mushrooms. These niggas was berserking. Like they were a crazy group of people. And the show kind of starts right at that point. And you follow like a guy who sort of gave up those ways, and he just went out to Iceland, and he's just cooling. And then this nigga was bad. He was like a general in the army. He had a kid. He's laid up with a wife. He's got 2 kids actually. And then randomly they knock on his door. They're like, "We've been looking for you. You've been gone for 15 years. We need you, right?" And he's like, "I'm done with that life. I don't do that no more. Like that's not me." But he's got a kid. And so eventually they coax him because they're like, if you don't go, we're going to burn your village down. Basically, they're just like, they gave him an ultimatum. He's like, you got to come fight for this war because we need you. And so he's like, gather your men, able-bodied dudes, and just go. And then when they get there, or like they're on the boat, all of a sudden, and he tells his kid, like, yo, like you know, you can't fight. You're too young, da-da-da. They gets on the boat. All of a sudden, they're out to sea, way out to sea, and then this nigga pops out of a barrel. His son pops out of a barrel. And does the whole thing.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. His son, and then the show just kind of like goes from there. He's like, I can't have you here. There's a war, and some crazy shit goes down. And then there's a small, like, you see this kid grow up, and he gets firsthand of like what it's like to be a Viking. And then you just follow this kid from like a 13-year-old on then. And then it's just nuts. The shit's and it's a lot of legends. It's like a dude who's like, oh, I knew you, I knew this dude, and little kid who's fucking up with blades.
It's on the list. It's on the list with everything else. Like, somebody apparently wants us to watch. It was on Twitter. They recommended. They asked our opinion on. Why am I blanking on it? Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah,
I'll watch it just because he asked.
Okay. Got you.
Just because I've always known about it.
Yeah.
It's in that realm with like Dead Man Wonderland and stuff. I was like, yeah, I'm not too big on just blood, just to be showing blood and being freaky with it. I'm not that big on it. Like I get I kind of get it. Yeah. I kind of get it. I haven't seen like a single episode of it. And I know it's like really violent too. So
that's what I hear. I hear it's crazy, and the second season goes like, I heard people who were fans of it were like, the second season's fucking weird, and like all this like, it's weird, bro. And I'm like, all right, well, I haven't seen any of it, so you're selling it well right now. Right. I mean, it was around strong. Like I know somebody that watched it like the whole thing through. Yeah. So I don't know. Like I do. Whoever you are on TikTok, well, I'll check
I was on Twitter.
Oh, Twitter. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. If right now the arc that they're in One Piece is essentially if that's essentially Zoro's saga or like his arc, right? Because it's like, all right, we're in a samurai world, and if they're saying Vikings is supposed to be Usopp's, you think they're just gonna end up doing a saga where everybody shines at that point, have they done it already?
That's pretty much what they have been doing.
Okay.
So to kind of start it off I think like within the first 5 episodes you know about Luffy already, but then he just picks up Zoro. You just know that he's a bounty hunter, and he's like, I'll join you. I want to be the best swordsman. He's like, I want to be king of the pirates. Like, all right, let's go out to sea. And they go on a rowboat, and then they meet Nami. Yeah. They just know that she's a thief, and they rolling around with her.
She's on the line with the fish people, right?
But you don't find that out until like just like a little bit later. Oh. Like not that far ahead, but like a little bit later. You get her backstory. So like within the first season, like by the time it's Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Usopp, and Nami, you already know Nami and Usopp's backstory. Yeah. Because they showed it. They did the flashbacks. You don't really know much about Sanji and Zoro, except that like what they were doing when they were kids, but nothing too much. Like Usopp, you got the whole thing with His mom was sick. He's in the village. He's just always causing mischief.
Yeah.
One of his best friends is this girl that's sick that got like mad money and stuff
yeah,
like that.
And then there was a pirate who was pretending to be a butler, right? And he was
the long game. He's doing a long con, trying to finesse her out of her inheritance, and then they stopped that. Sanji, you only thing you know about Sanji is that they show is that he was a kid that wanted to be a chef that was on the ship that got raided by pirates, and then that pirate him and the captain of that ship that raided the little restaurant he was on, they got stranded on the island, and then he always looked at him as a father. That's the only thing you know.
Okay.
And then way later after the time skip, you find out this nigga royalty, and they go into it more. They go into that. They go into that more. Before that, Water 7 and his lobby. Water 7 covered Frankie's whole story. Frankie, he used to be human, used to be a apprentice under the shipwright. This dude named Tom. Tom was a fisherman that made Gold Roger's ship, so automatically he's wanted by the government.
Okay.
So they tell that whole story of how, like his whole backstory and whatnot, how he became a cyborg. Then when you get to Enies Lobby, you find out about Robin's backstory. Because the only thing you know about Robin was that she was working with Baroque Works, just wanted to join with Luffy.
Yeah.
And she could read the ancient text. That's the only thing you know about it.
That's the black-haired chick. Right?
Yeah, that's all. That's the only thing you know about it. And then, like, way later, that's when they just like, well, let's figure out they stuff. Because I forgot at what point that Luffy tells Usopp, was like, Yasop's your dad? I know him. He's like, you know my dad? He's like, yeah, like just on some random shit. Like Yasop is on Shanks.
Oh, on Shanks' ship?
Yeah, he's on his crew. He's part of his crew.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So yeah. So like you get a little bit of this. And like how I said with Sanji, when they first showed him, like when he was a kid, that's all you seen. Yeah. But then years later,
because they had to, he gets kidnapped or something. They got to rescue him, or he has to go
after the time skip. They had split up, and then they met back up, and it was like, all right, so this is what happened. Because when they get to the place where the rest of them were at, everything just looks crazy, and they just don't, what the fuck happened here. And then they tell them, they was like, all right, so Sanji left. He got us out the way, and then he left with these pirates for whatever reason. And then they find out that he did some shit, pretty much the same shit that Robin did, was just like, protect them. I'm just go handle the shit that they want me for. You find out he got a dad. They like royalty.
Who's
like
not because he was stranded on the island. What happened to the other dude?
The other dude is just a chef on the on the boat.
Gotcha. I remember him because that was
Chef
like
Zeph.
Chef Zeph, yeah.
It was very early on.
Yeah, I remember him.
Very early on.
Got the head the
yeah, wooden peg leg, like super tall
chef
hat. Yeah. So like he considers him as like an actual like dad. It was all like sappy and shit when they were leaving. Yeah. His actual dad can't stand that nigga. Can't stand him. Like when they first
he's like waspy or something.
When they first squared, like when they first like seen each other at the years, it was an automatic fight.
Damn.
Like off the rip, he didn't give a fuck. Like, yeah, he's like, I do not like this nigga at all. I do not like him.
I can relate.
I do not.
I can relate.
I don't like him. I don't like him at all.
Yeah.
But it's that like it's already.
So you're right. So they have been doing that. Pretty much.
But it's not confirmed. Like it's still in my head going like, all right. So it was like last year that he was like, it's 80% done. So if it's 80% done, how you gonna fit in Usopp's backstory and finish with them finding One Piece?
Yeah. Unless that's, I mean,
because like the whole
how much can you do in another 20%?
The whole backstory thing with like the Vikings and Giants and them that being with Usopp. Only reason I said like that's like a rumor of saying, well, that's just something people are speculating on online. Well, like this is probably what's going to happen because. When they first ran the Giants, Usopp was the one I was just like, yo, these dudes are cool, like the Giant, like they're men. And then when they go to Enies Lobby, they meet two more Giants, and those two Giants got tricked into being guards on this government island because they said that their bosses were captured, and if those two Giants worked for the government, they'll like set them free or whatever. And then Usopp was just like, they're lying to you because I met them. They're still alive and they're on this island fighting to this day. And it's just like, what? That's crazy. Then several episodes later, there's another giant. There's another giant in a Dressrosa arc. Like, he's there fighting a gladiator fight. And then, like, there's a moment where, like Usopp gets praised as, like, the savior for, like, saving everybody on the island. So, like, he's like beaten and battered, and the giant holds him up like a crucifix, kind of, like, both arms in his hand, and, like, Usopp's kind of, like, beat the fuck up. Like, that's his new wanted poster, like, his face, like, mashed in, like a giant holding him. So, like, they're leading to it, and I can see why people would say that, but again, if it's 80% done already, and then the manga is way ahead right now, like, they doing some old other shit.
Unless he was just like,
unless Wano just closes and answers so much shit, because he's kind of already doing that with stuff, because it's a lot.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, it's like, all right, you also got to take out the art and look at it from the business side. Like, maybe they're just like, all right, y'all, like, what are we doing? Do you want to keep this thing going, or maybe, like, you don't?
That's
know.
That's the thing though, because I was even thinking that once I became aware of streaming back in like 2011 with these like One Piece Get sites and things like that, and being like, oh, this shit's still going. Like, oh, it's only in Japanese with a subtitle. There's no English, and then in like what currently they're on episode 386. Like what? Like, what is going on? And just, I don't know what he's doing, but it's still going.
Yeah. Well, no, I've like I said in the previous episode, it's basically anime Doctor Who. It's just like they can just keep, from what I'm seeing, they can just keep retelling the story with the same characters. But it's not even like retelling. It's just like really, really letting the story fully just lay out completely. Yeah. Just let it do what it's going to do. He's a pirate. He travels and he goes to islands. That's what he has to do to become king of the pirates. All right, so what's going to be on this island? Or like, bam, that's not even an island, nigga. This is a whole ass pirate ship. You didn't even know that. That's floating in this big ass area in this territory. Yeah. Like, that type of thing. Like, what's over here? Like, oh, they got a coliseum and there's gladiators. Oh, this is a whole ass land of feudal Japan. Oh, this is an elephant that they on with fucking talking animals. Yeah. Oh, it's in the sky with fucking this dude calling himself God. Oh, they're in the desert. Oh, we went underwater to the Mermaid Island. Like, fuck it, whatever. What else you got? Whatever.
If it can still sell?
And I'm about to say, it's already got a cult following, so everybody's just sipping the Kool-Aid at this point.
Come on, man.
They're just in it.
The fact that it just went. Well, remember Mary? Shout out Mary from Asian Crush, Asian Crush, Retro Crush. She works on that team, getting all of that content. She was saying, like, back in like the AOL Messenger days, like a pen pal guy from Brazil talking about One Piece back in 2001 to her. She's like, I have no idea what the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah, he's like, that's even still a thing. She was like, that's a thing that's still going. Yeah,
dog. Yeah. Whatever you got, I'm with it. I just don't want to do a second generation.
Okay. I don't think it can. I don't think
no, he can. He definitely can.
I just think for branding purposes, I just think, like, keep it one piece. Like, just keep it all, because that's what you're doing. It's the name of the show. I get that.
He definitely do like some spin-off shit. Like I said in the last episode, I would definitely like to see, like, the more than just like these 5, 6, 7 episode flashbacks. Like, give me the whole thing of like Roger back in the day. Like when they show Whitebeard back in the day, this nigga had gold locks. Damn. He had gold. He had gold locks. Look, they show Luffy's granddad. Like his hair wasn't gray. Like just like a young dude. Like let me see all of that. Let me see all the shit that happened. They like all these mythos they talk about. Like the Void Century, they got wiped out of history because it was just so like violent and dark or some shit that happened. Like it's illegal to learn about that. There's so much to explore in One Piece, and I guess he's gonna wrap it all up in Wano. Like a majority of it, at least. Yeah. Because they're halfway there with like finding what they need. They know what they need to find to get to the island that One Piece is on. Because they already knew what the island name was way back when. Like I forgot about that. Remember that giant whale they seen? Yeah. The guy that was taking care of him, He was a doctor on Roger's ship. He was like, yeah, One Piece is in Laugh Tale. They're like, word? He was like, yeah. Like, that's where it's at. I don't know. I can't tell you how to get there, but yeah. And then before the time skip, when they met up with Rayleigh to do that was Roger's second in command. They was at the bar chilling. It was like, what? You was Gold Roger Pirate? He was like, yeah. I'm like, One Piece is real. You want to know where it's at? I was like, word. Luffy's like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm going to find it. I don't need your help. I don't care. I don't want to know.
Damn.
I don't want to know. So.
Stubborn bastard.
Hey. You want to be the king, right?
Yeah.
Ain't no shortcuts. Ain't no shortcuts. He been killing it this whole time. So, yeah. I'm with it. I'm with it, dog. I'm here. I'm here to stay.
I'm looking in the window. Looks nice. I don't know if I'm gonna sit down.
It's looking in the window. You every single time you look, you're like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Yeah. No, I look in the window and it's like you look in the window, you see a party and it looks like they having fun, but also at the same time, it's just a lot of weird shit's happening. It's like, it's like an 80s party. You walk in and it's like, oh, that's cool, but
yeah,
everybody got spandex on.
Yeah, you walk in, it's this beef nigga that's a monk. It's this nigga with one arm, red hair with a mink coat on.
Yeah.
And then it's this guy with a fucking like fuzzy hat. He got a long sword. Then this dude got playing cards.
Yeah. Like,
he do voodoo and shit.
It's like, who
then
are you people?
Me and you just walk in, it's like, shit, I'm just rubbing, and you got 3 swords. Like, these niggas is weird. Like, yeah,
what are you doing?
It's a girl just in the corner, just stuffing her face. Like, yeah, it's definitely definitely different. Yeah. It's very different.
I think it's a lot to process, and like I mean, obviously it still does have a big following for anybody who's an anime viewer, but it's just, I don't know. It's just something about it for me. It just never clicked. I think it's like I think it was a thing of it being about pirates, and then obviously as a kid, my initial introduction to it was the 4Kids dub, which I hear is terrible.
Don't lie to you like that.
I hear it's terrible.
Don't let them now.
I hear it's terrible. I don't know. That's the thing. Like I said, I would watch it, and then fucking Kirby would come on after.
The only reason,
and I was more excited about Kirby. If that tells
Kirby
you
was hard. It was just confusing. It was just very confusing. I was like, I didn't know all of this was going on.
Yeah.
With Kirby.
Yeah.
The thing about the 4Kids dub that made it terrible is that they replaced weapons in there.
Okay.
So like Luffy got hit with like this needle thing in his arm. They made it look like a suction cup. Like instead of like a straight rifle, they did like a toy gun, with a cork in it.
Cork joints, yeah.
But overall, I will say the voice acting matched the silliness of like the first like 130 episodes of One Piece. It was a goofy show.
Yeah,
he had a goofy ass laugh.
Yeah,
punching people, like it was very enjoyable.
Yeah,
the fucking intro was hard.
Yeah, they did the rap. They did the whole rap.
Shut the hell up. Talking about the 4Kids dub was trash. The fuck out of here.
Yeah.
No, it definitely it like the like Chopper's voice, very like just weird and different.
It's almost like it was like he sounded like a kid.
He was because he was a kid. He was a child. Like he was a young reindeer, ate that fruit, and now he's a fucking kid, and he had this like real nasally voice. And then when he got when he got bigger, I think his voice changed. Now the Funimation dub, they kept his voice the same, the entire thing, just like the Japanese one. But like they at least like switch it up a little bit.
Yeah,
Zoro's voice was cool. I like even Sanji's voice was like goofy, like different. Like it was. Yeah, I liked it. I didn't mind it.
Like I said, I think my headspace was just not there for it initially. And then I just went on my anime journey in a different direction, right? So I started watching what I watched. And then you show up to something and it's like, oh, it's still going and it's already something I don't fuck with and you telling me I gotta, like that's the problem. The problem isn't One Piece, it's the fans. You fans demanding I gotta watch something to enjoy it.
But
fuck out of here.
But we're doing it in the
I'm
way.
I'm having fun right now. And I didn't have to. Graphics look good. I got to skip 800 episodes.
It's in the way of like Mormons. They knock on your door. Would you like to buy a watchtower? No. You have a great day.
y'all what is it, Jehovah's Witnesses?
Hey,
anime?
what white with short sleeve button up with the tie? Just pull up in your front yard on a bicycle. You don't know how the fuck they got there, but
no, not in the tie. Y'all just dressed in whatever the fuck is going on.
I'm thinking Jehovah's Witnesses maybe.
Yeah, no, Mormons do the same thing.
But
nah. if it's the church or One Piece, y'all dressing way more wild.
Somebody commented on
it's a nigga with piano for teeth. Y'all, there's no way y'all in suit.
And they barely talk about him. We just don't know nothing about that nigga. We don't know what he do. He just popped up one episode. He was like, "Yo, this nigga crazy."
Yeah.
Got 2 elbows, just arms, and then he be scratch your popo. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
But somebody commented, they was like, I gave it a shot. He was like, I legit gave it a shot. Watched it all the way in this lobby. Like the arc that everybody talks about in One Piece is like, this is when shit really like, oh, like these niggas is about it. Yeah. Like, and he was like, it still didn't hit. And I was like, damn, I guess it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm gonna keep enjoying this shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't need everybody to. It's not Dragon Ball Z anymore for me.
But that's the thing. It's like the fan base is very, they love it, and I love when people love stuff. But also, it's like, why you pushing this on me, dog? That's a lot to push on somebody.
Because I really want you to. It's just something. It's something about it.
Yeah.
There's like a sparkle about it that you just like. Damn, this shit is just fun. Like I enjoy watching this. I think
that also roots in your your Super Sentai thing, because I feel like that, because of how long that keeps going, and like that's something about long running stuff. I think
that's kind of Super Sentai's falling apart a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, they keep going back to dinosaurs as a theme, and 2, they're saying that it's becoming more and more expensive.
Okay.
Because every year
in live action, there's only so much.
Live action,
there's only so much you can.
New set pieces.
Yeah.
Every single season, new suits, new monsters, new Zords.
Yeah.
Accessories.
It's a lot of plastic.
Weapons.
It's a lot of foam.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's history though.
Yeah.
But it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Now I will say that animation, it might not be too far away with them considering that. That's the only thing. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a hard decision to make.
Oh, making Sentai anime?
Yeah. Sentai or Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider, yeah. Because
Kamen Rider, they're starting to put more and more CGI in it. Sentai, they're making it look like more and more shiny and like flashy. Like the Megazord fights look like pretty cool. Or
they could just... Yeah, they could push for CGI. I mean, honestly...
But the CGI of Kamen Rider doesn't look good.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't look good. It's a kid's show, so they're not going to do that much.
True. I was like, hopefully they might pull some in-game on it. But
now
what they... don't got the budget.
They don't got the budget. They ain't spending that much. This is Japan. We got other shit to do, man. Yeah. We building robots, nigga. What you talking about? Spending money on these little niggas. Better come help pick up a screwdriver. So... What I'm seeing now with tokusatsu stuff, things that came from it, Ultraman got a animated series.
Okay.
And then you remember this show called Superhuman Samurai, Cyber Squad?
That sounds really familiar. Yeah.
It was another like 90s like let's get Japanese footage, and then put American actors in it. You've definitely seen it before. I've definitely referenced it to you, but that one had a anime. Like 2 years ago, SSS Gridman. The original Japanese show is called Gridman.
Gridman. Okay, I do remember Gridman.
Yeah. Superhuman Samurai. Yeah, this guy right here. It was this show. Fucking Tim Curry voiced the main bad guy.
Did he? Ooh.
Yeah.
Right. Let me get in check.
Is he? Silly, right? No, this is the anime. And this is a short they did just to kind of for like promo. Oh, they put the fucking Okay. Now, that was promo. Now what they did for the actual anime that was cool. I think the actual anime was like 8 episodes, so it was like super short. So like certain fight scenes, it would be like that, like cell shaded CGI shit that they kind of do sometimes. But like overall, it's just like, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Come on. What? See how it blends it so well? Like you can barely tell. And like this was like for the fans. Because like the last episode he had a power up where he casted up like not the armor he put on, but like his regular suit. He casted that off and he looked like the original version and was just like, oh, this is for me. Like this was for nobody else. This was like a fan
deep cut
project.
Deep cut.
And now they talk about doing like another show where like it's kinda like just like it's like a different grid man. So if they do it in this, like it'll be fine. Like my brother, it was like the last tokusatsu thing that came over here right before Disney got Power Rangers was this shit called Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, which was a Kamen Rider show called Ryuki. That one was dope because like the stuff they were doing, they were fighting and like all it was like more than just one like Kamen Rider. It was like a bunch of them all fighting like this battle. But they I remember my brother showing me that like it was a Saturday morning cartoon. He was like, this is actually like not bad. If they were animated, it'd be even harder. Yeah. So it just might happen. It just might. It's because the shit is expensive and it's like it's pretty wasteful. Because the only thing you're gonna do with all of those old suits is put them in a museum.
That was I was say they could do. I was gonna say they should do. Did you ever watch Red versus Blue or Ruby? Which was So like
I know of both of them. Though.
So yeah, Red versus Blue was made by Rooster Teeth, which they basically started Machinima. The idea of them and like some few outliers online. This was before YouTube. They just figured out it's like, all right, the actors are here, like the animation is here. It's the video game. So what if we film ourselves moving the characters, add voiceover? We just created a show. They did it with Halo before Halo was even like a thing. It actually helped make Halo popular. They were like, all right, it literally was like we got 3 of us on the map on an empty multiplayer map on the computer. We recorded ourselves. We did that whole thing. The show, I mean, obviously they started getting notoriety. They created all these different YouTube channels. And then one of the main editors, animators, whatever, is a Japanese fella, and he actually passed away pretty young. He passed away at like 31 or whatever. But that's one of the reasons why they wanted to keep the show going. He created the idea. He's just like, I always wanted to, make my own anime, make my own thing. And it's like, you guys have given me the studio to do stuff. So like, what they started doing with Red versus Blue is after they couldn't animate it the right way with the game, they started doing mocap. And they did mocap, and then they just put the Master Chief suits in the mocap. So they figured out a way to do that. So he was like, why don't I just do that with an anime? So the cool thing about Ruby is that like a lot of it, especially early on, is done through mocap, through various things. So it's like it has that sort of cell shady, like weird look to it. If they did that with something like a Super Sentai or any of that, like it would work perfectly. If they're able to do that on that kind of budget, because Ruby's popular as hell. Obviously, it's gotten more over the years, but even the first couple of seasons, like it wasn't the best looking thing in the world, but it worked. So like, maybe they should do something like that. I would consider it, like, because it works. It does work. Like,
gotcha.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see where it goes. Because even what they're doing in anime, like getting stuff to work, like what they doing on Attack on Titan. Like the Colossal Titan, like that was CGI. Like majority of the scenes that he was in.
There's a lot of CG in Vinland Saga.
So
it's like the way they do it, and it kind of looks cool because it's like the two main, like a lot of times when there's a fight, it looks like a war. So they're drawing it where it's like, oh, there's just a bunch of dudes getting slashed and hacked all over the place, and then it's the two main people, whoever's like in the fight, they're animated. And then a lot of the dudes around them are like CG. They almost look almost similar to 3D in a weird way, and it helps because it like just makes whatever they're doing look that much more intense. But then like on the inside, you can tell that they're different, so they stand out in a weird way. So like, Yeah, I don't know if they can mix it or do it that way. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see what it
It'll
does.
be cool.
I'm trying to think of what are we not talking about with anime besides just talking about anime. Like maybe tropes.
Honestly, and I mean, and then the main thing is like I also don't, and I fuck with anime. I love anime. I really don't look up names. I don't look up creators. I don't study their work.
I still don't know the creator of Naruto's name. I still don't know his name.
And I know certain like anime heads and weaves or whatever you want to call them. But well, you ain't a real. It's like
sure, whatever.
I also watch everything else. I watch a lot of stuff, and a lot of times when I look at anime, I also look at it like how I would look at a film or how I would look at whatever. So I'm just like, all right, this is like, I don't know. For me, I was just like stuff I would like to see animated because I think it would translate better.
Like what?
Well, because I wanted to get to this since you said you recently saw it, but Godzilla, I think there should be, because of how rich the Godzilla universe is, like the kaiju verse.
I get it a little bit better now. Yeah. Because
the movies, it's so long. I mean, it's been around since the 50s.
That's what I'm saying. It's like after watching it now, because like talking to you and then my brother who's a fan of those movies too. It's like I kind of get it now, because as a kid I only seen it as just like, all right, it's a giant lizard destroying a city or fighting another monster, whatever. Like it didn't do anything for me. And then the 2000 movie, it was like,
and that was just junk food for us. Honestly, that was not a good representation.
That was a disaster movie. Yeah. But then because I seen a little bit of like the remake with Bryan Cranston, Godzilla. And really showing like, no, this is what Godzilla's about. He shows up to take out whatever monster that decides that he want to swing his dick around. And Godzilla's like, nah, it's me. Like, I'm the king around here. Yeah. Like, any monster want to show up, you got to come see me first.
I'm that nigga.
Yeah.
Who woke me up? Who turned the light on? Who turned the light on? I was sleeping.
Because I remember before King of the Monsters came out, my brother was talking about it. He was like, supposed to be like, mad, just giant monsters in it. I was like, how you gonna fit all of that in one fucking movie? And then I watched it. I was like, oh, this wasn't that bad. It was actual plot to this. Like this was old. Cause like the main characters, they did not talk. They just threw hands. These monsters, like when they showed up, it was like natural disasters. Like when what was it, Rodan that came out of the volcano. Yeah. Like, Mothra was showing up. That was cool. Was it what's the 3-headed?
Ghidorah.
King
Ghidorah. He was the other nigga who was like, all right. He was just the other dude who was beefing with Godzilla. He was like, this nigga think he king. I got 3 heads, nigga.
Like how they showed him like just like howling out like to the other monsters, just like run wild. Yeah. And then Godzilla recoup came back and then just took him out. All the other monsters showed up and just started bowing to him. I was like, all right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Come on.
All right. So now I'll definitely go see Godzilla versus King Kong. Yeah.
And I think it's funny because this has been happening for everything lately. Like pretty much ever since people got hyped over Marvel movies, people have figured out how to dissect previews, and they've also figured out. And the people know this now, like the film industries know. So now they add Easter eggs in previews on purpose because they know people are gonna just go crazy over previews. They've pretty much already, not the whole plot, but they pretty much like, all right, we figured out what's really going on. Because it's like, first of all, why are Godzilla and King Kong beefing? Even though they did the movie before, they did a movie years ago in like the 70s. But it's like, why are they beefing? How does this work? And how is this gonna tie in? So like their biggest thing is right now, it's like, what you think is Godzilla isn't Godzilla, and supposedly it's Mecha Godzilla. And and supposedly I guess it's in the end it's gonna end up being those two fighting Mecha Godzilla. Because I guess they're gonna be like, it's some shit where it's like a nigga that looks like you is causing problems, and then another nigga's like, he pulls up on you, and then y'all start scrapping, and then he's like, oh no, that was the other nigga. He's you see the shiny dude over there, and then they go.
That's not Gerard. That's Jared.
Yo, I heard you was talking shit. Niggas is like, yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Jared, nigga. Who is Jared?
Who is Jared, nigga? This is Gerard.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. All right, let's go fuck this nigga up then. Yeah.
Let's go get that nigga Jared. I legit had beef with a nigga named Jared in school one time. I was in middle school because it was like 6th, 7th grade in Camden, North Carolina. So by this point in my life, every teacher I've had gets my name wrong. They always call me Jared.
Yeah.
Always. And then one day, I get to class. Teacher was substitute doing a roll call, and then she gets to my name. By this point, like just having friends around and whatnot, everybody knows the trope. Teacher says Jared. About 4 or 5 people in class like it's Gerard. Like I don't even have to say it at this point. I was like, this shit is fucking annoying. And then she was just like, damn, like I was going to say Gerard, but it was a guy in here spelled the name exactly the same way as you, and he told me no. He said Jared. I was like, I got beef with that nigga from now on. From now on. The one time.
Yeah.
The one time.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over for him.
Shout out to you, Jared. Yeah. It's a wrap.
Exactly. Shout out to my mother for denying my Haitian roots, but then also giving me the most Caribbean name possible. When Patty was just like, yeah, I know what your name is, Gerard Fortune.
Don't ever forget. Shout out to my mother for giving me a Latino name and not knowing a lick of Spanish, boy. I am constantly getting barraged by old women. They hit you, man. That shit pisses me off. They hit you for you not having the language.
Don't come at me.
Don't come at me.
Don't come at me.
Yeah.
Nah, niggas
ain't on me.
They just look at me like I know my way around Home Depot or some shit. Like they fucking. It's just like I am not. That's not. I've been Americanized. Okay, like that's not what I do.
This ain't happening.
No, that's not. I am an artiste. Artiste.
Oh man, no. Honestly, I mean, like what, and that's the thing I've liked about doing this podcast is I've always known I liked anime, and through doing it, I've learned more than I did before. Cause I just enjoyed it, and I said the whole thing that goes back to it is like, all right, well, I was primarily in the South, and there just really wasn't a lot of other black kids doing it. And so I was just like, all right, I'm just by myself in this journey. This is cool. This is all right. But it just also didn't give me any incentive to, like, learn nothing. And then you go to these cons, and then niggas be trying to G-check you on anime knowledge.
I wish.
And I'm like, dog, what?
I wish.
Why aren't you hiding? Go away.
Go
away.
First of all.
Now let's go buy these DVDs. Let's go buy these DVDs.
Let's go get these body pillows, my nigga.
Yeah, let's get
First of all,
stop pop quizzing me.
I wish one of y'all would try G-check me on some anime shit. Like, if you don't get out of my face, out of here, nigga. I'm almost 30. I already went through it. I ain't trying to hear none of this shit. Trying to test me. You see me go when we recorded the episode Black Ramen with Patty and them. Just the just in the air, the electricity between me and Patty. Just wanted to just take the whole show and argue about One Piece the whole time. It's like, I ain't got time for this.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't care that you seeing all this extra shit that he doing. I don't care. I'm watching it. I like anime. I have merchandise. Look at the logo of the podcast.
There we go.
Leave me the hell alone. Leave me alone.
I've paid my homage. I like, what more do you want?
3 times over.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm always, the thing is, I'm at a point now where you can recommend me something. I'll consider it. I've been going on searches now. Like, I've just been like looking up stuff. Like, I recently just clicked on an anime. I was like, the 91 Days. It's really good, darker anime. I just clicked on it. I'm like, cover looks kind of cool, and I read the synopsis. I was like, this is fine, and then I really enjoyed myself. And I was like, okay, like I get that. If you consider yourself an otaku or whatever, it's like, all right, like yeah, I'll just look at something anime related. I'm about to start watching The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, just because it was like, all right, that sounds kind of cool. It reminds me of Dragon Quest.
Title too long for me.
Yeah.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a mouth. It's a mouthful.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
Slime. Just
I've seen clips
slime
of it.
season.
I've seen clips on it. It looks
Get
cool.
Young Thug on the dub.
Thug will look out.
Get gun in the background. Yeah, man.
Where we at with time? We got enough time for something else?
We at 110. We at 110, which is good. I like how we've been keeping them at like a nice. Them first joints we did for a while. Some of them joints went long, boy. What the fuck we got to talk about for 2.5 hours?
Well, we did have a guest for some of them.
This is true. We
did have a guest.
This is true. Those those are coming at some point. We're working out. Obviously, we're still in the middle of a pandemic. Don't forget. Guys. Do not forget. All right.
So
all
what?
this jokey fun shit aside.
So what? We getting unemployment. And, and you actually making a livable wage right now. So what? You get to see your friends and this, that, and the third. So what? You get to order whatever food you want. You get to watch all of this shit. So what? You get to build a PC. You get to do TikTok dances. Niggas still dying.
Yes.
Still dying.
500,000, baby.
America is falling apart at our very eyes.
Yeah.
China is doing the paperwork.
A superpower. They
right
are becoming
now.
The whole superpower right
They about
now.
to buy all of this right now. White people are losing their mind.
Opioid epidemic is among us, boy.
Yo, when they write this shit in the history books,
the new crack
gonna look crazy.
Yeah,
gonna look crazy.
Yeah.
The downfall.
White people went too close to the sun, didn't they? God damn. Dog.
Fuck, man.
It's still very serious. And while we're trying to have fun, we're definitely staying safe. But right now, we've been working on some moves, figuring out technology, and we're trying to get some more guests in via, the video calls and various things. So we'll be trying to do that. And then, we'll have some people to talk to and hang out. But I actually heard from someone recently, they like that how introspective these have been, and that's kind of what I wanted for the in-between jumps, where it was just like, hey, like, why don't you guys get to meet us for a little bit, because every episode is us talking to somebody else. But this last 7 or 8 episodes have just been like, apparently people appreciate it, so I appreciate it. Yeah, we just been fucking figuring shit out. Fucking figuring out why we like this shit. That's basically what it is. Cause like, why? Why do I like this shit?
Somebody with a rougher life than yours. That's why. That's it.
That's true.
That's it.
The come up story.
Somebody doing having a worse time than you are.
Yeah. Somebody's parents get eaten or fucking.
My life is a cakewalk compared to this nigga right here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Damn, you on a whole other planet. You don't even know.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't even know where you came from.
You don't even know where you came. God damn.
All right, man. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah.
Have a
bless.
Have a great night.
Take it easy.